So let us start with the 2-card combo. In this combo, we'll need a Speedroid Terratop and a Instant Fusion or a Soul Charge. It doesn't matter which one it is, we'll get the same end boards. So let us start. So first, we'll special summon Speedroid Terratops and activate Terratops effects. From the deck, you'll search for a Speedroid Red Eye Dice. Now we normal summon Speedroid Red Eye Dice. Use this effect to change Terratop to level 6. And we do a synchro summon, level 7. And we summon Yazi. Now you will use Instant Fusion and bring out Nodin. Nodin's effect activates, targets Red Eye Dice to bring him back, and we synchro summon these two together to make Danglong. Danglong effect triggers. From the deck, you search for a 9 Pillar of the Yang Zings. Now you activate Danglong's second effect to send Chi-1 from the deck to the graveyards to make himself a level 1. Synchro summon Yazi and Danglong together to make Crystal Wing Synchro Dragon. Danglong effect triggers. From the deck, you special summon any floaters beside Suwani and Beyond because we want to have a follow-up play in the second turn. Now set your 9 Pillar face down and you got yourself a 2+1 negates next turn. And now for the 3-card combos. With this combo, you need a Metalfoes Scale, a floater, and a Speedroid Terratops. So let's begin. So first, you want to special summon a Speedroid Terratop, activate its effect to search for a Speedroid Taketombok, special summon the Taketombok, and normal summon the floaters. Now we scale the first Metalfoes. Effect of Metalfoes effects, target Bixie, destroy it. From the deck, you want to set Metalfoes combinations. Bixie effect triggers. We special summon a Jiaotu from the deck. Synchro summon Jiaotu and Terratop to make Danglong. Danglong effect activates. From the deck, we search for Sephrinu. Scale Sephrinu. Activate Danglong's effect. Send from the deck Suwani to the graveyard to make itself level 4. Now synchro summon Danglong and Speedroid Taketombok to make a level 7. We'll get a Odd Eyes Meteorverse Dragon. So chaining 1, Danglong, chaining 2, Odd Eyes Meteorverse Dragon, we want to special summon Sephrinu from the Pendulum Zone. Danglong effect is off, special summon another Jiaotu from the deck. Synchro summon Jiaotu and Sephrinu together to make a Boxia. Boxia effects activate, target the set combination and Suwani. Destroy combination to bring back Suwani. Combination effect activates. From the deck, you will search for a opposite scale. In this example, I'll just search for a Full Flame. So, scale, Full Flame, and Pendulum summon the Sephrinu back from the extra deck. Sephrinu effect activates. Search for a 9 Pillar of the Yang Zing and add it to your hand. From here, you use Full Flame effects to target Suwani and destroy it. From the deck, you set Metalfoes Fusion. Now we use Suwani effects to summon Chi-1 from the deck. Synchro summon for 8. We'll bring out Crystal Wing Synchro Dragon. Set your 9 Pillar, and we're done. So for our 3-card combos, we need a Metalfoes Scale, a Terratop, and a Floaters. Let's start. First, you will special summon the Terratop. Terratop effects activates. From your deck, you'll search for a Speedroid Taketombok, special summon Speedroid Taketombok, and normal summon Bixie. Now scale Metalfoes, activates its effect to target Bixie, destroys it. From your deck, you'll set a Metalfoes combination and trigger Spix effects to summon Jiaotu from deck. Synchro summon for level 5 and get your Danglong out. Danglong effect activates from the deck. Search for a Sephenyu. Now we put Sephenyu in the scale as well. Danglong's second effects. We'll send Suwani to the graveyard to make it a level 4. Now we synchro summon Danglong and Taketombok together to get a level 7. We will make a Odd Eyes Meteor Burst Dragon. Chaining 1 Danglong, chaining 2 Odd Eyes Meteor Burst Dragon to target Sephenyu. Special summon Sephenyu from the Pendulum Zone, and we are resolving Danglong's effect to summon Jiaotu. Now synchro summon for level 8 to get our Baxia out. Baxia effect activates, targets their set combination, and we want to bring back Suwani. Combination effect activates. From the deck, you want to search for the opposite scale. I'll just get Go Drivers. Okay, scale Go Drivers. And Pendulum summon the Sephenyu from the extra deck. Sephenyu effects activates. From the deck, you want to search for 9 Pillar of the Yang Zings. Now we activate Go Driver effect to destroy Suwani. From the deck, set Metalfoes Fusion. Suwani effect triggers. We'll summon a Chi-1 from the deck. Now we synchro summon Chi-1 and Odd Eyes Meteor Burst Dragon together to make a Crystal Wing Synchro Dragon. We will set the 9 Pillar and pass. This board have 2 negates, and after you resolve 9 Pillar of the Yang Zing, you can destroy Sephenyu, and this will also net you a +1. From here, you can search for a Yang Zing path to so next turn you can start your hand with a +1. You can also get the same board with these 3 cards. We have a Metalfoes Scale, a Instant Fusion, and a Floaters. So first, we will normal summon Suwani, scale our Metalfoes, effect activates, target Suwani and destroy it. From the deck, we'll set the Metalfoes combinations. Suwani's effects activates. We will summon a Chi-1 from deck. Make sure whatever you summoned will add up to a level 5 to the floaters in the graveyards. So now we activate Instant Fusion. Summon Noden. Noden effect activates, target Suwani to special summon it. Suwani and Chi-1 will make us a Danglong. Danglong's effects activates. From the deck, we'll search for a Sephenyu, scale Sephenyu, activate Danglong's second effects to send a Beyond to the graveyards, make it level 3. Now synchro summon for level 7. We'll get Odd Eyes Meteor Burst Dragon. So chaining 1, Danglong, chaining 2, Odd Eyes Meteor Burst Dragon to summon Sephenyu out from the Pendulum Zone. And we will get a Jiaotu from the deck. Now synchro summon for 8. We'll get out our Baxia. Baxia effects activates, target the set combination, and Beyond from the graveyards. Combination effects activates. We'll have to search for the opposite scale. So scale this, and Pendulum summon Sephenyu. Sephenyu effect activates. Search for a 9 Pillar of the Yang Zings. So Full Flame effect activates. Now I want to destroy Beyond to set a Metalfoes Fusion from the deck. Beyond's effect activates, which will summon a Chi-1. Synchro summon for level 8 to get out Crystal Wing Synchro Dragon. So right here you pretty much end up with the same board as the last combo. There's also one more 3-card combo using Instant Fusion. You'll have to open a Chi-1, Instant Fusion, and a Metalfoes scale. I learned this combo from Reddit, from a guy named Brian. So thank you very much, Brian. So here we go. So we normal summon Chi-1, scale our first Metalfoes. Metalfoes effects activate to destroy Chi-1. From the deck, we will set Metalfoes combination. Chi-1's effects activates. Summon a Zephyrinu. Now we'll use Instant Fusion. From the extra deck, we'll bring out Nodens. Nodens effect activates. Target Chi-1 to bring it back. Now Noden and Chi-1 will make a Danglong. Danglong's effects activates. From our deck, we'll search for our first 9 pillar of the Yang Zings. We'll use Danglong's second effect to send Jiaotu to the graveyard, make it a level 2. Synchro summon Danglong and Zephyrinu to get our first Boxy out. Danglong's effects activates. From the deck, you'll get any folders. Boxy effects triggers target to set combinations. And a Jiaotu. Combination effect activates. We'll search for the opposite scale and we'll scale it. Now, Pendulum summon the Zephyrinu back from the extra deck and activate its effects to search for our second 9 pillar of the Yang Zings. Synchro summon these two to make a second Boxia. Boxia effects activates, target Bixie to summon Chi-1 back from the graveyards. Bixie effects activates. From the deck, you want to summon a Suwani. Now overlay the 2 Boxia to summon a number 38. And then you set the 2 9 pillars of the Yang Zing and end your turn. So from here, we have a lot to play. During your opponent's turn, you can make a Danglong from here. Since we have 2 Yang Zings on the field, even if your opponents open a Kaiju, our 9 pillar is still going to be live. We pretty much have 3 negates plus 1 since we can send Chi-1 to the graveyard on the following turn. Okay, let's start with our 4-card combos. All of our 4-card combos in this deck is pretty much an extension with the 3-card combos that we previously mentioned, so they will look very similar. For the first combo, we will need a Metalfoes scale, a Terratop, and any 2 Yang Zing floaters. So let's start. First, you want to special summon a Terratop. Terratop effect activates. From your deck, you'll search for a target Tomborg. Special summon target Tomborg. Now normal summon the first folders. We summon Bixie. Scale to Metalfoes. Metalfoes effects activates. Destroy Bixie. From the deck, we'll set a Metalfoes combination. Bixie effects activates. Summon Jiaotu from deck. Now synchro summon for 5 to bring out Danglong. Danglong effect activates. We'll search for a Zephyrinu. Scale Zephyrinu. Activate Danglong's second effects. Send a Suwani from the deck to the graveyards to make it level 4. Now we'll synchro summon these 2 together to make Odd-Eyes Meteor Burst Dragon. So chaining 1 Odd-Eyes Meteor Burst Dragon, chaining 2 Danglong. Summon Jiaotu and Zephyrinu. Synchro summon these 2 to make our first Boxia. Boxia effects activates. Target the set combination and a Jiaotu from the graveyards to special summon it. So combination effects, you search for the opposite scale from the deck. Now you scale the second scale, and you would pendulum summon Zephyrinu from the extra deck and the second folder from your hand. Zephyrinu effects activates. From your deck, search for a 9 pillar of the Yang Zings. Now synchro summon Jiaotu and Sephiroth together to get your second Baxia. Baxia's effect activates. Targets Suwani and a Jiaotu from the graveyards to special summon it. Suwani effect activates from the deck. Special summon a Chi1. Chi1 and Odd Eyes Meteorverse Dragon will make you a Crystal Wing Synchro Dragon. And then you overlay the 2 Baxia to make a number 38. Set your 9 pillars of the Yang Zing and you can pass from here. So this board, you have the standard 3 plus 1 negates, since we have Chi1 in the graveyards. And for our next combo, we'll use Instant Fusion instead of Speed Rotor Top. It will pretty much net you the same boards. So let's start. First, special summon Suwani. Scale the Metalfoes. Metalfoes effects activate, destroy Suwani. To set Metalfoes combination to the field. Suwani effects activates. Summon a Chi1 from the deck. Now activate Instant Fusion. Special summon Noden from next to deck. Noden effect activates. Special summon Suwani from the graveyards. Suwani and Chi1 will get you a Danglong. Danglong effect activates. Search for Sephiroth from the deck. Now scale Sephiroth and use Danglong effects to send Bian to the graveyard to make it level 3. Synchro summon Danglong and Noden together to make Odd Eyes Meteorverse Dragon. So activate both of their effects to special summon Sephiroth and Jiaotu from the deck. Now we'll use Jiaotu and Sephiroth to make our first Baxia. Baxia effect target the set combination and Jiaotu to special summon Jiaotu from the graveyard. Combination effect activates. You search for the opposite scale from your deck. Now we'll scale this as well. And we'll pendulum summon the Sephiroth and the second floater from your hand. Sephiroth effect activate. Search for a 9 pillar of Yang Zings. Now we synchro summon Sephiroth and Jiaotu together to make our second Baxia. Baxia effect activates. Target Pixie and Jiaotu to special summon Jiaotu from the graveyard. Pixie effects activates. Summon a Chi1. Synchro summon Chi1 and Odd Eyes Meteorverse Dragon together to make a Crystal Wing Synchro Dragon. Now we overlay these 2 together to make number 38. And then you set your 9 pillar Yang Zing, which will get you the same board as the last combo, but we use Instant Fusion instead. For our next 4-card combo, this is pretty much an extension for the 3-card combo that I learned from Brian on Reddit. So for this combo, we'll need a Chi1, Instant Fusion, any Metalfoes scales, and another floater in hand. So first, we'll normal summon Chi1, and then we'll scale the Metalfoes. Effects activates. Target Chi1 to destroy. From the deck, we will set combination. Chi1's effect activates. Summon Sephiroth. Now we'll activate Instant Fusion to bring out Noden. Noden's effect special summon Chi1 from the graveyards. We'll synchro Chi1 and Noden together to make our first Danglong. Danglong's effect activates. From the deck, we'll search for our first 9 pillar of Yang Zings. Second effect of Danglong activates. Send Jiaotu to the graveyard to change it to level 2. So now we'll synchro summon a Baxia. We'll trigger Danglong's effect. From the deck, we'll summon a Pixie. Baxia's effect activates. target the set combinations and the Jiaotu to special summon Jiaotu from the graveyard. Combination effect activates, we search for the opposite scale. Now we put this on the scale to pendulum summon Zephyrinu from the extra deck and floaters from hand. Zephyrinu effects activates, which will search us the second 9 pillar of Yang Zings. Now we synchro summon Jiaotu and Zephyrinu together to make our second Baxia. Baxia effects activates, target Bixie, and the Chi-1 in the graveyards to special summon Chi-1 back. Now Bixie effects activates, from the deck we'll summon Siwani. Now we overlay these two Baxia to make a number 38. And then we'll set the two 9 pillar of Yang Zings and end our turn here. So this board will have a lot of play. During your opponent's turn, we can get into a Baxia that can spin 3 cards, or we can first get to a Danglong to get a +1 advantage, and then get to a Baxia to spin 2 card back. Not only that, we have 3 negates that is very hard to stop since we have more than 1 Yang Zing on the field, and we can potentially make a +1 negate since we can send Chi-1 to the graveyard during our opponent's turn. Right, the last 4 card combo we have here is a standard Jiaotu play. So all you need is a Metalfoes scale, a Yang Zing floaters, and any 2 Yang Zing card. Please note that there's a lot of different variants for this combo, but this is the one I use. So first we'll normal summon the Yang Zing floater and scale the Metalfoes. Metalfoes effects activate, target Bixie and destroy it. From deck, we will set a Metalfoes combinations and trigger Bixie's effect to bring out Jiaotu. Jiaotu effect activates, discard the 2 Yang Zing card from hand, it's cost, and you will want to bring out a Sevroxy and a Zephyrinu here. First, we'll synchro summon Jiaotu and Zephyrinu into our first Baxia. Baxia effects activate, target the set combination and Jiaotu to special summon Jiaotu from the graveyards, which will also trigger combinations effects and search for the opposite scale. Now we will use Jiaotu and Sevroxy to get into Danglong. Danglong effect activates. We'll use Danglong effect to search for a Tauti. Now we scale the other scale and we'll pendulum summon for 2 Sevroxy from the extra deck and Tauti from hand. Sevroxy effects activate, search our deck for a Yang Zing 9 pillars. Now we will send both Danglong and Tauti to the graveyard to special summon Zoken from the deck. Danglong's effect activates. We will summon Chi-1 from the deck. Now Go Driver effects activate, destroy Chi-1 to set a Metalfoes fusion from the deck. Chi-1 effects activates. Special summon another Jiaotu from deck. Synchro summon Jiaotu and Zephyrinu together to get a second Baxia. Baxia effects activates. Target the set fusion and Jiaotu. Destroy fusion to summon Jiaotu. Now we set the 9 pillar of Yang Zing to trigger Zoken's effect. From the extra deck, we special summon Crystal Wing Synchro Dragons. Now we will overlay these 2 Baxia to bring out number 38. So this board, we have our 3 negates, and after we resolve 9 pillars to destroy this, we'll have a Chi-1 in graveyard to make follow plays. And next turn, since Metalfoes Fusion is in the graveyard, you're guaranteed to start with at least 2 cards. And then since we have Servoxys and Zephyr in the extra deck, next turn you can change any Yang Zing to Tuner and you'll get a +1. So that's it for our 4-card combo. Thank you very much for watching.